Today, we'll be talking about Avatar 2, The Way of Water, and how James Cameron and the team at Weta Effects have once again redefined visual effects in film with underwater motion capture technology and their digital worlds. Before we do that, we'll take a quick look at how Weta evolved motion capture and how it got to where it is today. Alright, let's dive right into it. It's been 13 years since Avatar was released and reshaped the way we look at computer-generated worlds and the level of fidelity that the actors within them are captured in. And it's no secret that the biggest movie of all time took some technological leaps to get there. Now, motion capture is nothing new. Major movies and video games have been applying high-resolution models to captured performances like these for the past 20 years. And if you've seen any behind the scenes from any of these movies, you'll notice the actors wearing these weird suits, sometimes with helmet camera rigs and dots on their faces. To put it simply, all of these dots and symbols help motion cameras track the actors' precise movements in space to capture more realistic animation performance. Hence, motion capture. All of the little nuanced details in your facial muscles and eyes, the texture of the skin. Those details are what really brought the visual effects house, Weta Effects, to the table 20 years ago. Weta was co-founded by none other than Peter Jackson, whose team famously created The Lord of the Rings and specifically Gollum. Gollum is said to be the first fully mo-capped performance placed on a physical set alongside real physical actors. Now, there's conflicting opinions saying that Jar Jar Binks was the first in Phantom Menace, but George Lucas seemed to have scrapped the idea in testing and only used performance as reference for full animation of Jar Jar.
So we spent $100,000 on that suit that we didn't need to spend.
So going back to Gollum, to make him a believable, realistic character within a scene, Weta had to make some upgrades to motion capture technology to keep every aspect of Andy Serkis's performance feeling authentic. First, they stuck Andy in one of those motion capture suits and painted dots on his face as reference points for his facial expressions. Weta also created a system that applies subsurface scattering to Gollum, a groundbreaking upgrade to how computer-generated skin takes in and bounces light to represent realistic texture. The same can be said about the eyes. If you want a CGI character to look believable alongside real human actors, then light needs to interact with all parts of them in the same way. Now we can flash forward to the first Avatar, where Weta teamed up with James Cameron to revolutionize virtual production. This allows filmmakers to blend virtual models and worlds with real actors live on set. Cameron was able to walk around the set with a first-person perspective of Pandora and the characters within it, all motion tracked in real time. You'll also notice that the actors are now wearing that facial capture rig helmet with a mounted motion camera. These cameras are also packed with an LED light and capture a full view of the actor's face to consistently see all points of reference. So, Weta were able to take everything that they had previously innovated with facial capture technology and now apply it to even more accurate movement data, making computer-generated faces even more believable. This is what made the first Avatar a technological masterpiece, because it mixed the physical and the digital so seamlessly. None of the actors were in a voice booth looking at an animation and reading a script. They were on set acting out the Na'vi and got extensively trained